Stephen Paul Jobs was born in 1955 February 24 in San Francisco, California. His biological parents were Joanne Schiabel and Abdul Fattah Jandali, but they were not married and gave him up for adoption. He was adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs, who named him Stephen Paul Jobs. Jobs grew up in Mountain View, California, then a rural town south of San Francisco. He was interested in electronics from an early age and spent hours in the garage tinkering with gadgets as a teenager. She met Steve Wozniak, who shared her interest in electronics and computers. After high school, Jobs attended Reed College in Portland, Oregon, but dropped out after just one semester. He then traveled to India, where he studied Eastern spirituality and experimented with psychedelic drugs. When Jobs returned to California, he began attending meetings of the Homebrew Computer Club, a group of computer enthusiasts who shared ideas and projects. He also started working for Atari, a company that made video games and computer hardware. In 1976, Jobs and Wozniak founded Apple Computer in Jobs' parents' garage, whose first product, the Apple I, was a computer package that cost $666.66. They soon released the Apple II, which was a huge success and made Apple Computer a household name. In the early 1980s, Jobs hired John Sculley, the former CEO of PepsiCo, as Apple's CEO. However, Jobs and Sculley clashed over leadership of the company, and in 1985, Jobs was eventually forced out of Apple. After leaving Apple, Jobs founded Next Computer, a company that produces high-end computers for education and business. Next Computer wasn't as successful as Apple, but it laid the groundwork for Jobs' comeback in the 1990s. In 1996, Apple bought Next Computer and Jobs returned to the company as a consultant. He was soon named interim CEO and helped turn around the struggling company. He introduced new products such as the iMac and iPod and oversaw the development of the iPhone and iPad. Under Jobs' leadership, Apple became one of the most successful companies in the world. He was known for his obsessive attention to detail, demanding work ethic, and ability to create products people didn't even know they wanted. Jobs' personal life was often turbulent. He fathered a daughter, Lisa Brennan Jobs, with his high school sweetheart, Chrisanne Brennan, but initially denied being the father. He eventually acknowledged paternity and began a relationship with Lisa. In 2004, Jobs was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, but eventually underwent surgery and chemotherapy. He took a few years off from Apple for health reasons, but remained with the company until his death. Steve Jobs died in 2011 on October 5, at the age of 56. He is remembered as a visionary entrepreneur who changed the technology industry and created products that changed the way people lived and worked.